Well, Brian, thank you very much. First
Of
off,
course.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was a big learning experience. You know, I feel like when I started, I was very much correct in the fact that I was reliant on my hands, and you know, it was nice to not only work on, you know, standard, normal kind of chipping procedure. You know, to take you through it, he moved my weight to the left. I was kind of, you know, 60-40 on my left side. You know, and we worked, especially trajectory control, got it to maybe 80-20, if not a little bit more. Really helped with, you know, my angle of approach and controlling my low point into the ground. I feel like my spin was much more consistent in, you know, I didn't have to use my hands through the ball to kind of get that check. And it was, you know, while there's times I wasn't getting as much spin as I'm used to because of using my hands, it was nice to have a little bit of consistency, because even though I'm getting a little bit less spin, it's, you know, I can play for it. Whereas before it was kind of a hit and hope scenario. So that was nice. The next thing we worked on was he took me through and we worked on being a lot more rotational and taking the hands out of it. So, you know, we're a little bit more on our left side and it's kind of coming through here and get this right hip through. Almost like a mini golf swing, but we worked on that, and that was a huge motion and feeling to understand, because it's the polar opposite of what I was working on. The last thing we did was change something static in the setup. Ball position went farther back, and correct me if I'm wrong, it helps me release through it a little bit more.
So it kind of keeps your hands out of it.
Yeah.
Especially on that shot where you have to kind of punch it into something, you know, instead of you didn't have to get the ball in the air there, so it kind of helps you get through transition, keep that face and your hands ahead of the club head, which kind of helps you rotate, and it just kind of helps the whole motion of it, really. It's just kind of hitting like a bump and run, but from 30 yards.
Okay. That's a much better way to explain it than I was going to go. But yes, no, so we worked on a ball position which affected my ability to turn through it instead of use my hands and kind of, one, quiet down the hand path, but also work on a little bit more consistent, more repetitive body motion. I think that is, you know, we talked about building consistency in the competitive game, in the opening, and I think that kind of ties it all together.
Yep.
Is there any parting thoughts that you have?
I think you got it. I think you nailed everything.
Oh, perfect. Like
Nailed
I
it.
said, once again, thank you, Brian.
You got it. Good job, buddy.